Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet J. My name is Jay, and today I have a pick a card reading for you. Today we're going to be looking at the person on your mind and why you're their favorite. So we have 3 cards to choose from. Card number 1 is this 7 of Cups. Card number 2 is the 4 of Cups. And finally, card number 3 actually turned out to be the 3 of Pentacles. So choose as many as you feel drawn to. You could choose one card for a different person if you want to. Doesn't matter. I'll see you guys in your reading. Love you. If it resonates, give it a like and come back for another one on my channel. In about 15 minutes, we're going to get started with card number 1. Or 15 seconds, sorry. Okay. Okay, let's get started with card number 1. Hi, card number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today you chose this 7 of Cups. So I'm just going to put your card right here so you know we're on your group. And yeah, card number 1. We will figure it out. I actually think I'm going to put it here just so, yeah. And I'll put the one right here so you guys know what number we're on. The card is like reflective, so it's probably best to just keep it flat, huh? Or holographic, is that it? Iridescent, I don't know. Okay. Hi, y'all. You have to excuse me. It's like 3 a.m. where I'm filming right now, but I just felt the need to come on here and do reading because it's been a couple of days. So card number 1, we're going to start you at 2 minutes instead of 1 minute, okay? Here we go. All right, Spirit, tap me into card number 1 and why they are their favorites. We're just going to hop right in. So your first card is the Bronzite Crystal. Okay, Bronzite. You have the Tower. For why you're their favorite, the Tower. The card you chose right here in the middle, the 7 of Cups. The Magician. Wow, the Tower and the Magician. Okay. And then Hematite. Okay. What else? The 8 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Okay. And the 4 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. We've got the Magician again. Wow, you got the Magician twice. For why you're their favorite. Awesome. And the Hermit. Wow. So some of you guys, you're their favorite because you guys could be very similar in a lot of ways. Either you have similar like experiences, the way you grew up or the way you live your life right now, or you're very similar in your characteristics. So you'll know which one, because some of you guys, you could be different than the person you're watching for, but yet you've been in similar circumstances. We have the Ace of Wands. And finally, the 10 of Cups. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. So I feel like the person that you're watching for, they could be used to being around people or situations that either have to do with work or family. Like this could be somebody who has like a lot of responsibilities. They could be a business owner, or for some of you guys, the King of Pentacles is like somebody else in their life, or just like the way that they run their life. So this could be somebody that like has a very like close-knit circle. They're not around just like everybody. I feel like the people that they have in their life, they usually, keep them around for a while. That's what they're used to. So they're probably used to like I don't want to say like getting too comfortable, but like maybe there's not like a lot of surprise or not a lot of like spontaneity or fun really with the people that they're around or the situations that they're usually in. It could get boring after a while for some of you guys. If not boring, just some of you guys, it could be that this person always has a lot to do. They're always like kind of restless. Some of you guys, worst case scenario, this person could be used to people that kind of are like a bit like condescending, or they use like the relationship that they have with them against them, so the relationships may not always feel pure. So how like you could be someone's coworker, they treat you like a coworker instead of like a friend, or you could be someone's family member, and because you're the family member, then maybe there's certain expectations, or maybe they're used to partners that act a certain way or whatever, if you're watching this about a romantic interest. But yeah, it kind of feels like this person is used to things being a certain way. And it doesn't have to be bad, but it's not giving extraordinary, if that makes sense. So then when they get to you and how they perceive you, the Tower and the Magician is like you're their favorite because you kind of blow them out of the water with the Tower card here. I mean, look, this is actually giving me more of like a surprise, like a surprising energy with you. Like they never really know what they're going to get with you because you are ever so changing and you're just so skilled and so talented. This person could be always finding out like new things about you or seeing you in a different light. And they really admire that, it kind of feels like, and that's why you're their favorite. I feel like why you're their favorite is because some of you guys just say this like what they're used to is like a positive energy, but they just haven't had it in a while. Then it could be that this person has been with for a while before they found you, at least. To be around somebody that was just like at harmony and at peace with them with the Four Wands, somebody who maybe for some of you guys is like as spiritual as they are. I feel like you're this person's favorite because it's like this person moves away from the past with you, and you keep them motivated. You make this person want to think about like a brighter future too, or you keep them on track with their own goals and their own ambitions. Like you're not the type of person to distract them. You're their favorite because some of you guys, you actually really motivate them, or you make sure they're on the straight and narrow. Like you make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, that they're on track with their plans and stuff. And you're the favorite because of that. But the hematite crystal here in the Ten of Cups being right underneath it, some of you guys, you've like actively played a part in this person's energy of like feeling loved and like happy, even if it's like brief situations. That's why you're their favorite, because it kind of feels like you being who you are, you don't really have to do too much. It's like I feel like this person really just enjoys you, if that makes sense. You know, like some people that like hanging out with another person because they make them laugh, or because because maybe they give them gifts or stuff like that, and that could be perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying it's just your character and your personality that is really surprising, and it like kind of keeps this person on their toes. It like mentally stimulates them. I feel like that's why you're their favorite. But then on top of that, there's an emotional component too. And I feel like the reason why this part hits home so much is because some of you guys, in this person's mind, the way they conceptualize you is like you may not realize that you're doing this, or you may not do this intentionally. I do feel like with the Hermit though, it's like kind of like, I don't know, they view you as like clever, very smart for the Magician and the Hermit to both be here. That's big, like Gemini, Virgo, Mercury energy. So some of you guys, it's not even just like the way you talk, but it's the way you think. It's the way that you can kind of like put things together. It's like a very unique person in the way that you do what you do. Because I'm looking at this Magician here, and you see how they have all four elements here: the wands, the swords, the cups, the pentacles. So it's not just about the money. It's not just about the emotions. It's not even just about the intellect, but it's about all of that put together. So when you put all that together, and even the action with the wands, it's like a very stimulating person. Look, you have the Ace of Wands here that the Magician is holding, and then on top of that, there's the Ace of Wands right there, and this is you. So I feel like some of you actually may not realize it, but that you actually are very fun to this person. You actually like bring a spark to their life, and that's why you're their favorite. It could be that maybe this person could be going through like difficult times, or maybe for some of you guys, I don't know if it's that this person is like an empath and they are usually having to like absorb other people's negative energy, but it's like with you, you don't give them that at all. You actually give them like a really positive feeling. Some of you guys, if this is romantic, then it's not just like love and like unconditional love that they have, but it actually extends into the attraction that they have from you. But I feel like this attraction is not just like physical. For some of you guys, it is like very physical, but for others of you, it's your spirit, it's your energy. Because I am getting that for there's some people here where like you could be watching this about being someone's like favorite like person, like best friend, someone's favorite coworker, someone's favorite like family member. It really doesn't matter. I'm getting like a lot because I'm really seeing what this person really loves is this Ten of Cups energy in you. And to me, I always say the Ten of Cups is like when you're kind of like walking on air, like sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. There's nothing bad going on when you're in the Ten of Cups energy. And it doesn't mean that life is perfect, but it just means that wherever you're at is home. It's safe. And like, I've kind of put in the description for the reading, like, why does this person have a sweet spot for you? Which is kind of like the extension of the title, why are you their favorite? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's because when this person can think back to you, it's like it doesn't really matter the circumstance with the hematite. You're actually spreading love to them. You're actually spreading good energy and like good vibes to them, even if you don't realize it. And I keep saying, even if you don't realize it, or even if you are not doing this intentionally, because I am seeing the way that they are viewing you. Like the two things that they really love about you is that it kind of feels like you don't need an audience to be special. You don't need an audience to just kind of be like out of this world. Some of you guys, you could be like a little bit of like a loner, not a loner. Then it's just like you're a very, very, very deep thinker. Some of you guys, I don't know. It's almost like this person really either wants to know your story or has felt really appreciative to have learned it if they do already. Because when I think of the hermit and the magician, it's kind of like that person who you wouldn't expect to know as much as they do. You wouldn't expect them to maybe be as non-judgmental as they actually are. So some of you guys, it's like the way that you look on the outside, or even the first impression that this person may have gotten from you is like completely different. It has just been expanded upon now. And that's why you're their favorite too, because it kind of feels like a whole process, like a whole process of getting to know you. But even at this point, it's like they recognize that there's still so much within you and still so much to dive deeper into. Yeah. And it kind of feels like exciting. It feels like a lot of anticipation. But I'm also feeling like a really, really, really big sense of appreciation for you and just like who you are simply. Like I really feel like this person would not change you, even if you guys are different. I am seeing that. The magician and the hermit. Some of you guys, it's almost like this person could be in awe of you and like the way you handle life or handle like situations. Because you could be somebody that could really go through like a dark time, but it's like you're still, or maybe you just don't need much. Maybe you're not like chasing the same thing as everyone else. Because I am seeing it says existence and aloneness here, but for some reason, the way that I'm feeling your energy, like through this person, like channeling this through the cards, is like it's not giving a drab. It's like you're not a drab actually. So you could be serious. You could be down one day. You could be whatever. It really doesn't matter. You still make them happy. They still love you, like ultimately, and that's why you're their favorite. Because it kind of feels like it's almost like I don't want to say this and like you think like of it in a wrong way, but it's like you could do no wrong in this person's eyes. They're just like really excited to see like where you're growing because it's almost like when they think of you, they know that you have big dreams, or they know that like when you something. I don't know if you guys get like lost in thought sometimes. Like, do you like zone out, or do you? Some of you guys, it could be that you're like really quiet, and then all of a sudden, when you get to talking about like a specific thing or something you're really interested in, or when you really are like in the right headspace to like have fun or let loose in a little bit, or just be a little bit more vulnerable. It's like that I feel like that's why the tower's there, because it's like a big surprise, but it's like actually like damn, maybe they just feel lucky to like be in with you, because it kind of feels like these two cards here is two people alone. Like this person is journeying alone, and this person is kind of just like sitting on this leaf, just looking up at the sky and like the universe. And this is how they're viewing you as a person. You as a person, it's like you could be very comfortable in your own skin and your own energy. You don't need much from other people. And for some of you guys, there's a story to that. Like maybe you're used to being the provider, maybe you're used to being the one that always has to do X, Y, and Z or whatever. It really doesn't matter. But you're their favorite because despite whatever, it's like you still bring them this energy, and it's really nice. Really, really, really nice. Yeah. So if that resonated, please give it a like and come back for another one on my channel. This week we'll be starting the November love readings for all the 12 zodiac signs. So be sure to hit the notification bell for that, because it's only available to non-members while we're on live, and then afterwards it's only available to members on Patreon. Okay, yeah. Let's move on now to card number 2. This one was really, really, really nice. Because I feel like in this group, it's like you've made this person feel like family. And if this is like a romantic situation, then you really made them feel attractive, and you made them feel like you truly love them. Like if it is romantic, it doesn't even have to be romantic, but especially if it is romantic, it's like they don't question your motives. They don't. And I actually feel like they don't want to like control you. They don't feel controlled. It just feels like very natural. It kind of feels like. Okay, so let's move on to card number 2 now. Okay, card number 2, which was the 4 of Cups. Let me put that here, and then I'm going to put the timestamp in the chat for you guys as well. Okay. Card 2. We'll start you guys at 15 minutes. Let me just get a sip of my drink. Hi, card number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose this Four of Cups, and today we're going to be looking at why you're their favorite, the person on your mind. Okay, so the cards you got are Amethyst. Nice. Amethyst. The Ace of Swords. Oh, I love the way the Ace of Swords looks in this photo. Okay. What else? The Six of Cups. Oh, very nice. I like this group already. Okay. And we got Heliotrope, yeah. Okay. I like this. I don't know. I feel like the Knight of Wands is going to come out or something, like some Wands energy. Let me see, though. Okay, we got the Page of Swords. Interesting. This is what they're used to. Okay. Page of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. Oh, okay. For me, you could be watching this about someone you went to school with, someone you worked with. Doesn't have to be in the moon. Okay. Oh, okay. Eight of Swords. Guilt. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, this one's really, 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 really. It almost feels like this one's very deep. Okay, Two of Wands. There's that Wands energy that I was thinking of. What else? King of Cups. Oh, love this. Love this. Love this. Okay, so in this group, it kind of feels like you and this person do have like a very significant relationship. Significant enough for you to know about them and for them or for them to know about you. Feels like things that not everybody knows. I don't know if it's like secrets or if it's just like something emotional that you wouldn't just tell anybody. Yeah, look, Knight of Cups does say that too. Interesting. Okay, so why are you their favorite? Because I feel like you've approached this person consistently. With some of you guys, with just like a listening ear, like a lot of compassion. And I also feel like that extends into like the things you do for them. Not just like the way you speak to them, but the things you do for them. Some of you guys was like kind gestures, whether that is like giving them a compliment, lending them an ear when they're down, being a shoulder to cry on. It also feels like you've shown up as somebody who's like very emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent and aware. So you know, like there are some people, they don't know how to read the room. They don't really adjust when they're speaking to another person, and it might be needed. But it kind of the opposite with you. Like you're their favorite because I don't know, maybe this person is difficult, or maybe this person, you know, just needs someone like this in their life, or they've just never had someone like that in their life, and that's why you're their favorite. I do feel like the energy here is like something you meet someone like this like once in a lifetime, but I think it's just because it's hard to find like really good and like polite and like kind people, and that's how they view you. And I also feel like some of you guys it extends a little deeper for the person you're watching for and why you're their favorite because of the life and what they're used to. So some of you guys what they're used to is like people that are either like really passive aggressive with them, so they're not emotionally mature. So let's say this person does mess up, or let's say this person um is like a little shy or has like ways about them or whatever, then they could be dealing with people that like um put those emotions onto them. It's either like very emotional people, very passive people, or it's like people that kind of like keep secrets. So they could be just as emotionally intelligent as the King of Cups, but like when it's in reverse and it's like kind of manipulative. But I actually feel like this person feels like safe with their emotions with you, and that's why you're their favorite. Especially if this is a masculine, because maybe it's like hard for them to feel like that with other people. But some of you guys what this person is used to is like I don't know if they're this moon card. So I guess it would depend on if you're watching about a feminine. If you're watching about a feminine, then they would have to be, then they would be this person. And I don't know if it's like the people that they're around. They usually feel like they have to. They're like drowning in their feelings or drowning in their emotions with them. Like it could just be like really overwhelming with them. And I feel like they don't feel that way with you. I also feel seen right now. I just feel seen, and it's like a something that you don't necessarily have to put into words. It's one of those unspoken bonds with the Six of Cups there, and they feel like this is you. So this person actually feels like they have a special bond with you, like not just like this lifetime. So I don't know how long you know them, or if you just know this person to be like the type of person to believe in stuff like that, or maybe they do, but they just haven't told you that specific tidbit. That is almost like sometimes I don't know if it's that you say certain things or you bring up certain things, discuss certain things or whatever, and it could be that this person's like already thinking that before you bring it up, or you say what's really on this person's mind, but maybe they wouldn't say, or they I don't know. It could be that you're a little bit more brave, or you don't filter yourself the way that they do, and that's why you're their favorite. Hmm. Hmm. Nice card number two, their favorite. Some of you guys, you're their favorite because they know that you deeply, deeply, deeply care for other people. Like some of you guys, I don't know if it's that you take care of other people or you like put yourself in harm's way for other people or something like. Because I'm looking at the Eight of Swords card here, and sometimes that's like a really difficult situation to be in. And when you say like self-inflicted, sometimes it's because we're putting other people before us, not necessarily because another person is like forcing us to care more, but like just because that could just be who you are. I also got with the Eight of Swords though, it's like someone who speaks freely or allows other people to speak freely, even if it's a bit intense or if it's a bit too much. So something else, it could even be that this person is around, like I said it before, like really emotionally intense people like you, but it was always off-putting. But with you, it's kind of different. That's why you're their favorite. Some of you guys, it could be that you are helping this person in that way too. Because it almost feels like you leave space for people, you make space for people. I'm seeing what this person could be used to as well. It could be that they're used to having to talk to people, do with people a certain way. So it could be reputation, like they have to be that way. It could be because of their culture, their community. They have to act a certain way or be a certain way, and they don't have to do that with you. With the Three of Pentacles here, sorry, there's a little bit of a glare. Mm. Some of you guys, it could also be that on top of the emotional part, that they actually feel like you guys are on the same level mentally, if that makes sense. Mm. Two of Wands. Yes, yes. I feel like this person really appreciates your honesty, and like even if it's difficult or even if another person would not be as honest. And when I say that, I don't mean like you would rather tell them the truth than lie to them. It feels more like honest about yourself and like your life and your own feelings. You know, like some people, like let's say you could be around somebody and they could be scared, but they act like tougher. Or you could be around somebody who is angry and they're like, no, it's fine, but that's not actually how they're feeling. And maybe it might benefit them if they were to do something different, or it might even like possibly change the relationship or something like that if they were to do it the other way. But instead, it's like you seem to be very honest. I don't know if it's that this person is used to other people kind of like sugarcoating things, or used to other people approaching them a certain way. And it just seems like you are a very like genuine person, very authentic in the way that you move. And it does kind of feel like this person, I don't know, why does it say the swords here? This is how they're viewing you. So because I don't know, maybe you just like been through things that you didn't deserve or something like that. Because it almost feels like this person wants to lend you compassion as well, but maybe that's not their strong suit. Either you could be smooth with your words or something like that. Like I'm kind of like seeing this image of someone, and they don't even have to be like crying, but it's like so another person looks at them, and just by the look on their face, they know how they're feeling. They know how their day went. They know blah 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 blah. So you could be like that type of person. You could be like a very intuitive person. But it feels like you're always that person for them. Like they don't, I don't want to say they don't need to be that for you, because they do see with the Eight of Swords that you do go through things as well. But maybe you guys like process differently. Maybe you guys have like different love languages. That I really would be curious to know like who you're watching for, because I could see this being like a friend. I could see this being like a family member. Um, hmm. Page of Swords. Hmm. Something else. This person's like used to having to make like small talk, and maybe this person can kind of just be with you in quiet or not have to do too much. So I don't know if this person usually has to like jump through hoops, or they're usually like taken the wrong way by like their demeanor or something. but you're their favorite because you're very patient. It feels like you never really get like irritated. You never really get upset. You actually have a very calming effect on this person. And it also feels like if this person is angry or frustrated, that they can be that with you instead of having to pretend like they're jolly happy all the time. Because sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like, sometimes you really just need to like vent, or sometimes you really just want to rant, or maybe this is them, just period. Like maybe they're very sarcastic, or maybe they're blah blah blah. I don't know, but whatever it is, it kind of feels like you don't get upset with them for that. So maybe they're used to that. Maybe they're used to that, or maybe they're used to, people not really diving deep with them because certain traits or certain behaviors that they have or something. Amethyst. Yeah, again, it says calmness on this card. And it also talks about like decision making too. So some of you guys, it could be that you give good advice to, and that's why you're their favorite. You seem like a very like powerful protector, like emotionally. Some of you guys physically too, but I guess it would depend on like your energy. Like who you view yourself as. Are you a protector? You very well could be, because I am seeing the Ace of Swords, but it also feels like someone who will tell you the truth. Like the way that they view you is like you're a very truthful and like honest person, and like it's almost like they need that energy around them. Hmm. You seem to be like very observant, very thorough, in a calm and like chill person. And like some people that be like, oh, I'm so chill, and they're not. They're actually not. You get to know them, spend more time with them, and they actually do kind of be wildin', or they actually portray themselves to be different than when you spend time with them one on one. But it's almost like when they spend time with you one on one, like no, they actually are who they say they are and who they portray themselves to be. In fact, they're even when I get to know them with the Six of Cups here, it's like I have really great memories with them. So I feel like in this group, they have the softest soft spot for you, like out of all of them. But it's almost like for some of you guys, it's because the way that this person views themselves, the way that they view themselves is almost like maybe they're not easy to deal with, or maybe their relationships are usually like very surface level for whatever reason, and they don't have to be like that with you. It's like this person can tell that you feel for them, and that's why you're their favorite. Yeah. Wow. So some of you guys, let's say you guys do fight, or you guys do, kind of get into it sometimes. It could be the way that you resolve it too, if that ever does happen. And for others of you, let's say you've never fought, you never got into a situation like that or whatever, the reason why they know you're their favorite is because they don't have any anger or any resentment built up towards you, like not even in the slightest bit. Wow. I also feel like you're somebody that like doesn't get jealous. You don't get jealous. You don't get like envious of other people. You don't try to take more than what like is yours or what you deserve or something like that. And they really, really like this. I also feel like you're their favorite too because while you are compassionate, that doesn't mean that you're like easily like swayed or manipulated either. So some of you guys, you're like a really good judge of character. Mm. Mm. Okay. So if that resonated, give it a like and come back for another one on my channel. My name is Jay, and we're going to move on now to card number 3. Interesting. Yeah, in this group, some of you guys are like very brave. And that's why they love you. That's why you're their favorite. Okay. So Spirit, tap me into, last but not least, card number 3. Let me put card 3 in the chat. Timestamps will be adjusted after the reading in the description box. We're going to get started with card number 3 in about 30 seconds. Okay. 3 of Pentacles group. Card number 3. We're going to get started in 15 seconds. Let me just get a sip of my juice. Okay, Spirit, what's going on with card number 3? Why are they their favorite? So the first card you have, the Three of Pentacles group, is Topaz. Topaz. Ooh, wow. I love this card. This is actually the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man in this deck. Isn't it crazy? Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. And the Three of Swords. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing that song by French Montana. And you are unforgettable. Need to get you alone. That song's stuck in my head now. Turquoise. Yeah, this is the one group where I could feel like some of you guys are watching this about like a no contact situation or something like that. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, but there's definitely something there. For some of you guys, it's just like you. This could be you, the Three Swords here. How does it feel like you could be like a really tough person or something like that? Let me see. Two of Pentacles. Let me get all the cards out on the table and then I'll get the full energy. Two of Wands. Okay. Two twos back to back. Following the Three of Swords. Okay. We have the Five of Wands. Wow. Oh, okay. So you guys are like a breath of fresh air to this person because I feel like what they're used to is like a lot of chaos, a lot of bullshit. The Rebel. This is actually the Emperor in this deck. This is how they view you. Nice. Oh yeah. I was like, I'm getting something like you could be like a very strong person or like a really tough person or something like that. And it could just be like tough mentally or something like that. It doesn't have to be physical. Like you don't have to be like quite literally fighting, but it feels like someone who mentally is just like very, very agile, very aware of yourself and like your surroundings. You know, mature, not easily played. A lot of it's like I don't know. This person can be like very fascinated by you in your mind, which is similar to card number 1, but this one feels different, like very different, very different. It's like less. It's less mystical. It's more like in your face, real. If that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, the Star. Okay. Okay, so this person really like admires you. Some of you guys like kind of like look up to you in a way. And the Three of Cups. Oh, but you could be like, oh, okay. So I could see this being like a friend, or some maybe started as friends, or maybe you have mutuals or something like that. It doesn't have to be, but I was getting that the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is cool. This is cool because you could actually have like two sides to you. Mm-mm. Why are you their favorite? You're their favorite because they view you as someone who is like very experienced, very precise. Like you take yourself seriously and you make really smart decisions, even if they're tough, like hard calls to make or something like that. Why are you their favorite? You're their favorite because you can't fool them. So I don't know. Some of you guys, you kind of make this person laugh. Like I'm kind of giggling right now. That could just be like your relationship. I don't know if this person do they kind of like make little jokes about you or like jab at you sometimes. You guys could have like a nice little back and forth like banter. Doesn't have to be, but I was kind of like getting something like that. Like you could take this person. Some of you guys, it's like both of you guys are like that. Maybe you both are like sarcastic. Maybe you both are a little rough around the edges, or you are. Oh, some of you guys, that's what it is. It's like you're a little rough around the edges, and they like that. So your life experiences and stuff have actually changed you. They made you stronger, or they made you better. They made you wiser, and you're their favorite because they know this, that they see that, and like the way you move and the way that you go about life, the way you make connections, the way you, I think I said earlier, like make decisions. Because I'm seeing, if you guys look, this Emperor card here, it's actually showing somebody who has broken free from a chain. And in this particular deck, Osho Zen, it talks about how this rebel, the Emperor in this deck, they know what rules are meant to be broken and what rules are meant to be followed. And it's not out of disrespect, it's not out of, like not seeing anything beautiful in the way that things were done in the past, but it's just like, someone who's living for themselves, someone who kind of makes their own status quo and probably is like judged for it. Yeah, some of you guys, you could be like judged for the choices or the decisions you make, or like the way you live your life. But I feel like majority of people, from what this person sees, or thinks at least, see something in you. Like you kind of have, it seems like you have like a very like leader type of quality. So if this is like romantic, then that could be what they like that could be their type or what they're interested in. And for others of you, it's if this is like a friend or something like that, then why you're their favorite is because they like watching you and like the way you own your mistakes. At the same time, you still trust yourself. So some of you guys, it could be that you are a very like ambitious person. Like maybe you want to live a life of abundance, or confidence, and holding your head up high is like very important to you. It kind of feels like you don't lower yourself. You respect yourself. And like I feel like an energy like that really does command respect. But it's so interesting because what this person is seeing from their experiences with you and like the way you've shown up for them is like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So this person could look at you and, celebrate you and think, oh my God, they're so accomplished because they've done this and they've done that or whatever. And maybe, I'm not saying this person looks down on themselves. I'm not saying that at all, but it feels like they think of you so highly. And it's like you celebrate their wins too, or you uplift them too. Yeah. So this is like one of those situations. Again, I don't know who's watching. This is like a general, so whoever comes. But like for example, let's say somebody was coming here and they were watching about like a boss, or it's like a boss, and like, and again, not your relationship. I'm just giving you the example of like somebody that might not expect for another person to kind of like treat them like they're on their level, but yet they are. You see, even in the Three of Pentacles, the card that you chose, it's like somebody who is showing two people something. But this could be a horizontal relationship. They could all kind of be benefiting each other in some way. Like who knows? Maybe they're in the same community and they're fighting for the same cause or whatever. It really doesn't matter. But I'm just seeing like they like the dynamic between you. And for some of you guys, when other people are involved too, it's like a really good time. So maybe you're somebody that they could bring around other people. Like they could blend a friend group with you. They could bring their family around you or something like that. They appreciate that. You can't listen. You can't bring everybody to your house. You can't bring everybody around your folks. You can't bring everybody around that group of friend or whatever. You just can't. But for card number 3, maybe you could. It feels like what this person is used to for real is like people who are extremely competitive, extremely like mean. For some of you guys, like mean, aggressive, chaotic. And if this is like romantic, could be like jealous, like very jealous, catty, petty people. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. Like you could be watching this about like a friend or whatever. This could be what their family was like with them or whatever. But that's what they're used to. What they're used to is always having to be the one to put on a brave face. And I feel like some of you guys, you just do that naturally. So maybe why you're their favorite too is because you understand that. You understand this person when they have dreams or goals in mind too, or when they have to make certain decisions as well. It almost feels like this person views you as like a like-minded individual, and that's why you're their favorite. 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this person's like used to people that kind of like stress them out. I'm not even gonna lie. It feels like they're used to people that stress them out because they can't make decisions. So let's say you're watching this about a romantic person or a partner, then it could be that maybe they're the one that always has to plan dates, or maybe they're used to people creating chaos for them, putting them in like third party situations, or just being catty with them or whatever. Let's say you're watching this about a friend, then they're used to friends that don't do the same things for them that they do. Let's say you're watching this about a friend and they're used to people gossiping about them, or people not really wanting to see them succeed, but saying that they're their friend or something. Like it seems like they're used to getting the shitty end of the stick, and they don't really get that with you, and that's why you're their favorite. But it's also like the way that they admire you too. It's not just like how you interact with them that is there, but it feels more like another extension of that. Another part of that is how highly they think of you. Knight of Swords. It's like they view you to be somebody who I don't know. This is interesting though. It's interesting because you don't have to be like the most like talkative and like outspoken person. You don't have to be, but it does seem like they view you as like an enlightened individual, like somebody who has actually gone through like very tough things with the three swords. I'm not sure what that is, what it is that you've been through, but it also feels sometimes with the hangman and the three swords, it's a healed individual, like a healed person. So you could be somebody, you don't look like what you've been through, or um, you don't treat people the way that you've been treated. You don't. You're not greedy. Yeah, that kind of feels like. So some of you guys, it's like they really like your values and like your belief systems, the way you go about life. But it also is interesting because this card here actually talks about romance and love. So for those of you where it is a romantic situation, I feel like this is what makes them attracted to you. It's like it's not even physical for this group. I'm not saying there isn't anything physical, but I'm saying this is somebody who it feels like the attachment that they have towards you, why you're their favorite, it extends a lot deeper. A lot deeper. Because some of you guys, it's like you've taught this person like a lot of lessons just by being you. And I don't know if I'm not sure why they haven't said this, but it's true. I'm hearing somebody say, "Yeah, it's true." So I don't know if they told other people this, but they haven't told you that they think of you like this highly. So that could just be your style. Maybe you, maybe this person doesn't want to make you feel embarrassed or whatever. Because you could be a humble person too. I also see that you don't. There's something about differences between you and them. So some of you guys, you come from different backgrounds, or you but you can blend. It's like a nice vibe. The star. Some of you guys, you've actually given this person some hope when they see you either going after the things that you want. Some of you guys, you stick up for yourself or you stick up for them, and that's why you're their favorite. So interesting because the sad side of this card actually in this deck talks about sometimes when you've been in difficult situations or difficult people, being around difficult people, where you've always had to defend yourself, you've always had to be on guard. And sometimes you can get stuck like that, like in that fighting mode. It's so crazy. I always try to zoom in on the photo here because the man here under this armor is actually crying. His eyes are very, very, very red. It's hard to tell with the camera, but they're actually really, really, really red. And again, this is how they're viewing you. So I don't know. It's also like a message coming through here that this person wants you to know that they care for you. Like they care for you, and they want you to know peace. They want you to be calm. So because this person also wants you to be able to trust them. hmm So I'm not sure if it's just hard for you. I don't know. It's not getting that you can't be vulnerable, but it feels like your vulnerability is different. Some people's vulnerability is just saying what they've been through without necessarily adding the feelings. Some people's vulnerability is, um, it's being vulnerable, being giving, being vulnerable, showing up or something. Everyone's life is different. The way that they show up. It could be the first step for someone, and another person could be doing that for a really long time. Like for example, like when you first start making friends when you're a kid, some people they are naturally extroverted, so they can go out and make friends easily. But other people, they're not like that. It might take them a while. They might need a little push. They might need someone to approach them first or whatever. I'm seeing you, and like the way you do things is different. It's definitely, yeah. I'm also seeing like how some of the screws here on his armor look a little rusty. So some of you guys, what they really like about you is that maybe you're not too flashy. Maybe you have other things on your plate to worry about than what this person's worried about, or than what this person's like been judged for, or whatever. You seem very strong in this group, like really, really, really strong. And for some reason, that's why you're their favorite. You seem like a very direct person, and also somebody who it's like you shed light on things. But it's different than how card number two did. Card number two, they could have just said things flat out, but it feels like in this group, it's like you have a very like unique approach, and like that's why you're their favorite. It's almost like in this reading, they want you to know that you are their favorite. You don't have to. It's almost like, I don't know why. It's like this person is trying to speak to you through me. Why are they trying to speak to you through me? Is there like no contact, or do you both struggle with vulnerability or something? I'm not sure. Let me ask. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right. So some people here are here for like no contact situation. Other people here are watching for someone who, it's almost like they can't quite get the wording themselves. Maybe they're a little embarrassed. Let me see if I can dig a little deeper before we close it out. Let's get 3 more cards. Just 3 because I don't want to do too much. I am going to close it out in a little. Tell me more about the Hanged Man and the 3 of Swords here. Where are these out? Why is card number 3 their favorite? Why is card number 3 their favorite? Wow, look, you got the Emperor again. Oh my god. Yeah, I bet you guys are like really wise in this group. Very wise, very mature. The way you carry yourself, it's like your demeanor. It's like they eat that shit up. If this is romantic and then it's like a friend, then they just really respect you. Like a lot of respect. Wow. Okay, what else? So maybe you're that person that people can call. And that could be why you're their favorite. Okay, it's not single. I just want them one by one. Let's get 2 more. For why card number 3 is their favorite. Some of you guys, this person has had like dreams about you. You've entered their dreams. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. It feels like in this group, you know what it is to like scrape, or you know what it is to have like experience like pain or sadness, or like, you know, not have something that you really needed, or to like, you know what it is to like not be supported, or to be bullied or like shit on, or, you know, treated poorly or something like that. And it's like you're their favorite because, like I said, some of you guys is used to like a lot of chaos too. A lot of chaos and a lot of stress from other people. So it's like you're their favorite because they're looking at you, and it's just like with them, you shine so bright. Like with them, you're so like open and maybe like a little bit more free than what other people might view you as. So maybe you're their favorite because they know that you think highly of them, or you think that they're special too, or they're special to you because they see a difference in the way that you show up with them versus how you are with other people. And instead of it coming off as fake, it's like coming off as, okay, card number 3 must see something special in me too. If that makes sense. They must like me too. They must trust me too. For them to usually be like this, but somehow show up with me in a more lighthearted way. It's almost like they feel like you allow them to be in your life. You allow them a place. So obviously, if this is someone you're in no contact with, you're their favorite because they miss this. Let's get 1 more. For why card number 3 is their favorite. Why is card number 3? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. 7 of Cups. Okay, you guys might have been drawn to the 7 of Cups group because that was actually one of the cards to choose. But because that was more than one, I'm gonna shuffle again. See what comes out. Okay, Strength card. Yeah, I mean, I was saying someone really strong. 9 of Cups. A lot of self-confidence is coming through. Some of you guys, maybe it's like you teach this person to like keep their head high. to always think like highly of themselves, to not doubt themselves. And that's really, really, really special in a world like this. I really do feel like that. What else? For the masculines watching about like a feminine, and this is like romantic, just for those of you in that situation, for masculines watching about their feminine, why you're their favorite is because you probably make them feel really taken care of. Like maybe they don't have to lift a finger, and that's awesome. Okay, let's keep going though. For the rest of the people in their situations. Okay, the tower. Yeah, you might have been drawn to the other group because the tower did come out in one of them. Okay. Ooh, there it is, the high priestess. Yeah, some of you guys, you have this like look in your eye, like a very. It's like people can look at you and see that there's depth to you. This person can look at you and see there's depth to you. You know, and some of you guys, this person was like very drawn to you before you actually like formed a relationship. So I don't know if it's just like you were around each other before, but you didn't really like get close, or maybe you just didn't trust them at first because this person sees you as like very, very, very perceptive. Very perceptive. You are protective over yourself too. Bottom of the deck is the moon. Look, very perceptive, deep. Some of you guys, you do have a little bit like a psychic energy too. Look, Two of Pentacles is there on the bottom of the deck as well. And that's what they were used to. So I don't know. Some of you guys, weirdly enough, this person could be used to like being around people that exaggerate. I don't know if it's like they cause rumors or they just bring drama into their life by like always being all over the place. Oh, that could be what it is. Like this could be used to being around people that are all over the place. So I don't know if they're always having to clean other people's like messes up, or make excuses for people, if that makes sense. It's like they don't have to do that with you because you know better than like so many people that they've been around. You know a lot better. You're wiser, definitely more mature, with the divine feminine energy here of the high priestess, and even the divine masculine energy of the emperor coming out twice. But I always get like this energy of like enlightenment whenever I see that tethered one right there. That's really cool. Let me see if I can see what's coming from the moon here. What about the moon spirit and the emperor? I feel like they were really like your spirit. Yeah. You seem to be somebody who's like very fair and like calm. You have a lot of integrity, and you don't use your strength to take advantage of other people or situations. Like if you are in a position of power, or if you know this person is a sweet spot for you or something like that, it's like you don't abuse that. You do things for like the highest good. Some of you guys, you really do care about like creating or having like a positive impact on this person, and they acknowledge that, they see that. Wow, that's nice. What about the moon? Hmm. The moon in the Nine of Swords. It almost feels like you've let this person into your inner world. Hmm. Some of you guys, you come off as like a little bit fearless, and that is it's like a little bit scary, like, but in a good way. Like you guys know how? Oh, I don't know who I was watching. Uh, damn, I don't know if it was like poetic. It was like one of the readers here on YouTube, and they kind of like used this analogy of like I guess more of a metaphor of like the forest. And you know how like during the daytime the forest is so beautiful, right? Like you can see the sun like peeking through the branches and stuff, and like you can take a nice breeze through there, and the air is just like fresh and stuff or whatever. But at nighttime, oh my god, it can be kind of scary, right? You don't know what's gonna pop out, and it's kind of like you, like a deep forest. Hmm. That's why you're their favorite. I feel like you don't reveal too much about yourself. There is a little bit of mystery to you. No one can be entitled to you or your energy. No one can really say that they know everything about card number 3, because card number 3 keeps things for themselves. Card number 3, you know, is who they are. It's like, I feel like you have a very, very, very distinct like character, if that makes sense. Yeah. And you cultivate like very deep connections. Like when someone is in with you, it's a really deep connection. Not like one that they've had before. Not like one that this person has had before, at least. Some of you guys who actually are very receptive, it doesn't matter the energy that they approach you in, because you're so sure of yourself and because you've been through a lot. So you can handle this person too. Yeah. This person could really like you and like you're their favorite because spending quality time with you is really great. Hmm. Yeah, some of you guys just like you can get this person out of their head, or when they're really busy or something like that, maybe they can let loose with you. I heard road trip, games, spa day. So some of you guys, I don't know, maybe you do fun things with this person. Could be. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles and what they're used to, like on the negative side though, because it kind of feels like, oh yeah. So some of you guys, this person is like used to being around people that are like stuck in their shadow side, the shadow side of this Two of Pentacles, where it's like they just don't have their shit together. They make bad investments. They don't know like how to prioritize, and they're very imbalanced. And like they view you as completely opposite of that. Very balanced, very sure of yourself. You don't have blocks. Like that's not you, and they really appreciate that. Anything else before we close it out? Because I said I was only gonna pull like 2 more cards, and I kept going. So I think that's it. Okay. So if that resonated, please give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. I love you guys. My name is Jay, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get alerted when we do your zodiac signs love reading for this month. We do all the 12 signs here on live, and then after live, they're closed only to members on Patreon, and all of that is linked below. Bye.